Hi, I'm Claire.
And I'm Isaac.
We host
Make That Game. And we're bringing you the latest
and greatest
video game news
that is actually happening. Beep, 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 beep.
We do that? We do real things?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Actually, we have news music, so yeah.
We have news music. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
You made it. You sent it to me.
I know.
You composed it and everything.
I'm plugging myself. Hey, Claire.
Yeah.
Do you have any news and updates for this news show?
I guess. Yeah. Not too much. So I did see a news. I'm going to pull it up on the device. I know. I'm sorry. I told you not to do that. But just so I can get the names right.
No, it's fine. That just means that I get to keep doing it. So
yeah, no, that's true.
That's what we
actually,
love.
That's actually accurate.
When I get to do it.
You get to do it. You get to use your phone. Basically, the gist of it is there was a study done on teenage brain development, and part of that was asking them if they play video games, and it's showing that the developing teenage brains that play video games are outperforming the non-video game players on a lot of things like memory and attention.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. So yeah,
literacy?
I can't find the article. I don't know. They didn't talk about it in the article.
Oh, because I feel like there's some games where it would vastly help with literacy, like big texty games.
Yeah. No, I would agree with that.
Visual novels. Especially
because you read really fast, but you comprehend too. Like it's not like you're just skimming and you don't know what's going on, because that's reading. That's a version of reading fast where you're just like blah, 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 go through it. But like you read really fast and then you usually understand more of what happened than I do. You have really good high. Exactly. You have to. Because it's important. There's important information in the words. And then I'm over here being like, you're like, why don't you know how to play that? And I'm like, I don't know. And you're like, didn't you read that? And I'm like, absolutely not.
It says right on your screen, right now. Exactly the objective and how to do it.
I'm like, I don't have time to read. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Reading is for nerds.
I mean, I will say, I'll link the article because I couldn't find it just now, even though I had it up. But so if anyone wants to dive deep into the study, they can. I mean, it just kind of adds to a growing amount of research that just shows that like video games are not terrible for kids and like actually have benefits for kids. So that's it. Pretty good stuff. Gaming updates for me personally. So since we moved away from Honks and Bonks, it's actually been awesome because I feel like I can just play the same game over and over again like a true gamer.
And actually finish one.
Well, we'll see, because what I've been playing is Animal Crossing, the game that you can never finish.
The unfinishable game. Although, you did sort of finish it, right?
So I got back into Animal Crossing, which has been really fun. I don't know what was holding me from getting back to it, and I also don't know what drew me back in. Maybe it's just the fall vibes, but I was like, I'm into it. I'm here. Let's play Animal Crossing every day. So I've been doing that for the past couple of weeks, and I did finally finish the Paradise Planning like story arc situation. So I made 30 homes and 4 facilities, and then DJ KK came to the island. We had a rave, and now I can design animals' homes on my own island for 9,000 bells to Tom Nook. So
now, is 9,000 bells a lot contextually?
Well, I guess it depends how you play Animal Crossing. Like for me, no, because you bankrolled me like 2 million bells once. So I just kind of live off that. So like 9,000 is not a lot. But I think if you, don't play the stock market and don't, do stuff to get money, then it would be hard. It would be expensive.
Yeah, I guess if you don't do stuff to get money, you would have a lot of money.
I guess I should say I don't do a lot of things to get bells. Like I could probably be much more wealthy in the game, but I do like the bare minimum, and I just sell things because I have like overstock. I don't like try super hard to get money. So
fair.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's exciting. And I redesigned Eunice's house, so I'll be making progress there. So I'm having a lot of fun. I did also start to play Ori again, and then I immediately regretted it because I'm like so stuck. It's so frustrating. This game is so hard. It's so hard, but I keep playing it.
But it's fun and good?
I mean, yeah, it's like it's so frustrating and hard, but then once you do it, you're like, wow, awesome.
That
so
was
fun.
satisfying.
Yeah,
That was great.
It is fun. But yeah, Isaac, what about you? What are some gaming news and or endeavors in your life?
So as far as updates, I've been falling into that loop that I've mentioned a couple times where, oh, No Man's Sky, let me sign on and collect what my freighters went and did, and then send them off on new missions, which take another like 17 to 24 hours, and then I log off with a secondary side goal of there are derelict freighters that you can find in space. You can buy like a map to one for 5 million credits, which is contextually sort of a lot. And then you can go there and then you can raid it. And it's like a spooky haunted ship. So I've been trying to do those to collect modules to upgrade my own freighter, because I want it to be able to do hyperdrive travel to higher color stars, and I'm sounding like an insane person.
Well, right? Higher color stars, I mean, that's a real space thing, right?
It actually is. So there's yellow stars, there's red stars, blue stars, and green stars. And you need certain classes of hyperdrive to travel to certain systems. You need to like use certain kinds of fuel. And my personal ship has all the highest drive available, but my freighter, my frigate, I forget which one is which, but my big like trade ship, capital ship kind of thing with a customizable base inside, can't travel beyond the second class of star, so it can hit all yellows and I think reds. So when I go to a green system, I can't summon my freighter, which has like most of my supplies in it and a teleport module. So like in the field, I can be like, oh, I need more silver. Let me pull it from space from my freighter. I can't do that in green or blue systems right now. So I've been trying to upgrade it. And like that's pretty much my last goal in the game until the next expedition comes out. And the last update did not have an expedition for me to do. So this is just me doing busy work effectively. Other than that, I don't think I mentioned it last time. There is a game called Potionomics that actually came out around the time that our last episode would have been recorded, I think. Or maybe it was like the weekend after we recorded our last episode. But anyways, Potionomics is a fun potion building game. Shop manager game. And have a great time with that. It's a lot like Valhalla or Coffee Talk. That's what I was trying to think of. So to give Claire an anchor onto this.
Well, I've seen you play it.
Yeah. It does do a little bit more like, if I remember Coffee Talk correctly, it was kind of like you can make whatever coffee and like give it to people and it still kind of is fine. But this is a lot more like you make specific potions and sell them. For the real old school gamers, I'm talking the 2010 heads. And I don't actually know if it was 2010, but there's a game called Racketeer, which is basically the same concept. You send heroes out to collect resources. You turn those resources into items to sell, and you pay off excruciating debt. Capitalism, ho! But yeah, Potionomics, it's pretty good. I like it. I need to jump back into it, but No Man's Sky has been wasting my gaming time lately. I don't know why my brain is driven to this, but that's my update. I've got news update. An update to a news.
That's breaking news.
Last news episode, I mentioned that the Bayonetta voice actress, Hellena Taylor, was lowballed an insultingly low number by the company that makes Bayonetta, and she was calling for a boycott to Bayonetta 3. More information has come out in that, and it turns out that she is basically not being fully truthful and has basically confirmed as such. She was given much higher offers There was like some negotiation, and she did refuse it, and yeah, so it's a complicated, confusing situation now. It's fun. We love drama. Uh, so just a little update to that. In the previous episode, we were pretty staunchly pro voice actor side, but now it's a little shadier, a little gloomier, a little harder to tell who's in the right and who's in the wrong. And my second news update is that Joe Biden is the number one Guilty Gear player in the world.
What's Guilty Gear?
Guilty
What?
Gear is a fast-paced anime fighting game. Uh like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat style. You know, you've got character A, character B,
Yeah.
fighting on a 2D screen. They're anime characters. They're doing combo moves, juggling each other in the air, making nonsense screaming sounds. So yeah, the person who like has climbed like the ladder, like the ranked game ladder, their name is Joe Biden,
Okay.
and so
That's what I figured.
some video game news outlets have reached out to the White House and not gotten a response. So we've neither confirmed nor denied whether it is actually Joe Biden, the president of the United States, who is the best Guilty Gear player, or if
I mean,
it's some imposter.
I think we can
Hard
assume
to say.
it's not hard to say. I think there's pretty good evidence that it's probably not President Joe Biden.
I would like to see your evidence that you've got there.
I don't know. Joe Biden's never talked about playing video games. I feel like he would at this point. I feel like he would have let us know. I feel like we would know he at least plays video games.
Well, that is an intriguing bit of
Do you think
information,
that President Joe Biden, if he was at the top of a game, like the top in the world, would not tweet about that?
I will be honest, I am not sure if an 80-year-old man knows how to tweet.
He has tweeted.
I thought that was his staff.
I mean, maybe, but he would tell his staff, he would say, hey, staff,
I
tweet
didn't
about
think
this.
that politicians in America were allowed to tweet on their own accounts. I always thought it was some unpaid intern.
No, I mean, it usually is some unpaid intern, but they are fully allowed to do it. But I think I also assume, and maybe I'm wrong, but I assume that at least like 50% of the time it's them, you know, they might say like, hey, tweet this. I don't think they're doing it, but they might be like, I want to talk about this.
Okay.
Maybe, but then now I'm thinking like how busy they are, and maybe they never know even what they're tweeting. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Obama does.
Was Obama the first U.S. president with a Twitter?
He might have been.
I don't think George Bush had a Twitter.
I don't think so either. But when Obama puts social media up, it's so infrequent that it makes me think he's writing it himself.
Okay.
Like it's like once every 3 months, he's like, here's a playlist I made. Like, thanks, Obama.
All right. Anyways, so that's yeah, it's a pretty slow week, and I just don't know if I missed something. I feel like there was something that I forgot to write down that I saw that I was like, that's good news.
I know some news you shared with me. There's going to be a lot of Kirby games at AGDQ in January.
Oh, that's right. AGDQ released their list, which subject to change. But they released the list of runners and games. You can check that out. You can start your schedule now because AGDQ happens in January.
I can get the official date if you want to put it on the calendar.
I also have it on the calendar. Oh no, my calendar ends in December. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, if you could get that. That's how calendars work. Here's the real gaming news and update. I just figured out how calendars work, folks.
Oh boy. It starts January 8th and it goes through January 15th.
Okay, perfect. So you have 2 months to figure out exactly what games you're going to watch.
Wolf is throwing up.
Wolf's throwing up?
That was a big puke.
Should we pause?
Well, let's close it out because she just finished. So, all right. Well, that's it in the gaming news. We'll leave all of our the things we talked about that have links in the show notes for you, which are down below in either the podcast description or the YouTube description. And if you have any cool gaming news, please reach out to us on our social media. We are at Make That Game Pod on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. You can email us at makethatgamepodcast@gmail.com, and you can find us on YouTube. Make That Game. Google it, search it, YouTube it, channel.
And then once you get there, subscribe to us, because once we get 100 subscribers, we can have a vanity URL so that we can tell you just go to youtube.com/
Yes.
Hopefully
make that game. Hopefully we get it. But we'll see. All right. Well, anyway, thanks, and we'll be back with a full episode coming your way.
Bye.